I want to tell you what's secretly killing America. A lot of the people that I love and care about are struggling with obesity, diabetes, or other health problems, things like IBS or mental health problems, anxiety, depression. They look healthy, but they're struggling inside. I want to talk about why it's happening and what we can do about it. In America, more than 86 million people have prediabetes. This is more than 1 out of 3 of American adults. 9 out of 10 have no idea that they even have it. We also have a mental health crisis, and it's affecting even some young and quote-unquote healthy people. Just look at the people around you. How many of them are struggling with this? Here's a picture of Coney Island in the 1940s. Everybody looks fit and healthy and happy. Right now, only 12% of American adults, roughly 1 out of 10, are metabolically healthy. Now, if one kid is failing the class, it's probably an individual problem, right? What about if 9 out of 10 kids are failing the class? Probably a classroom problem, a systemic problem, right? If you look at our ancestors, or even go back 50 years ago, we didn't have a diabetes epidemic or a mental health epidemic, and here's why. Our food environment has gotten progressively more and more processed. Now, a lot of these things are delicious. A lot of these companies make delicious foods. But the process of processing food is the process of removing all the fiber from the food. Now, why is that important? So first, let's examine the metabolic health crisis. When you remove fiber from the food that we're eating, the food becomes less and less satiating, meaning it takes more of the same food to fill us up. So we eat and eat and eat and pack on the calories, but we're not feeling full. Perhaps more importantly, in light of the metabolic syndrome and diabetes epidemics, fiber is incredible at reducing the blood sugar and insulin spikes that our bodies experience when we eat carbohydrates. So the food that we're eating is causing insulin spikes, bathing our cells in insulin, and then our cells become insulin resistant and we're on the path to becoming a diabetic. The other thing about fiber that's absolutely critical is that it is the food source for trillions of bacteria living inside your gut. These microbes are what make up our microbiome. And from this brain, all the signals are sent to this brain. Now, when this becomes impaired, like when somebody has IBS, there starts to become impairments up here. Things like depression, anxiety, which is why a lot of people that have IBS also have depression and anxiety. These microbes also control a lot of our reward systems, so sometimes it feels like they're in control of what we're craving. So, what's the answer? Am I telling you that if you just start eating more fiber, get more prebiotic fiber, it will be good for your metabolic health, your mental health, and perhaps your overall health? Yes. It's crystal clear from lots of research that adding lots of prebiotic fiber to your diet can really benefit your gut health and your overall health. If you're interested in learning more, I've done other videos like The Second Brain, The Gut Health Rabbit Hole, and I've answered some people's questions about prebiotics. The good news for everybody is that although the microbes inside of us might control a lot of things, it's ultimately up to us to decide what input we give them. And by giving them more prebiotic fiber, we can start to move things in the right direction.